12 frequent myths about entrepreneurs, and we're going to be debunking those myths. And I have here with me in the studio Mr. Charles to do justice to this particular topic. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Gina. Yeah, it is the time for the entrepreneurial education series. Yes, at least once in our life, we all have thought or dreamed about starting our own business, which is good. However, there are several misconceptions surrounding entrepreneurship. And today, if we have the time, we're going to be talking about the 12 frequent myths about entrepreneurs. But first, let's dig into some data. The Global Entrepreneurship Monitor has surveyed for decades 65 different economics worldwide. They discovered that as of 2017, there were an estimated 582 million entrepreneurs globally. And here in Nigeria, I'm sure we should be part of that study, the way our economy is, graduates will go to school, come out, no job for them. And NUC and other stakeholders in the educational sector have redesigned so many curriculums that it's compulsory for you to take a course on entrepreneurship so that students are exposed to the mindset of an entrepreneur, the skill of an entrepreneur, the attitude, so that, and they also do a lot of apprenticeship scheme, so that by the time they are out of school, they will have understood and know how to start their own business. So that is what, and of course we have so many government agencies supporting SMEs. This is to ensure that people become their own boss. Moreover, 62% of adults believe that entrepreneurship is a good career, even if we are sure many of them rely on myth, because an astonishing 40% of respondents think it is easy to start a business. Think it is easy to start a business, but me and you know it is not easy to start a business, but it is possible. Being an entrepreneur is far from being an easy job. It requires dedication and a willingness to learn from mistakes. You know, when we talk about that transitioning, you make mistake, you don't give up, you continue. However, there are several other misconceptions about the entrepreneurial world. For example, the first myth on our list is that to be an entrepreneur, you have to say goodbye to personal life. Is that true?
That's not true.
So it's a myth. So the 12 frequent myths about entrepreneur, and how are we going to debunk them? The first one says, entrepreneurs don't have a personal life. We have been told over and over again that business people have to make sacrifice to follow their entrepreneurial dream. Often this has been interpreted as suggestion that the entrepreneurs should renounce their personal life. I mean, that's a myth. However, work-life balance is as important for this category as it is for other professionals. It reduces the risk of burnout, increases productivity, and is good for our health. The most successful entrepreneurs know how to take breaks and master their prioritizing, delegating, and scheduling skills. And these are part of the things that students are being taught in entrepreneurial class. You just have to know how to delegate, you just have to know how to schedule, and of course, so many skills you need to learn. So, it's a myth. Myth number 2, real entrepreneurs don't quit. That's a lie. You start up a business, you try, you are not making, nothing stops you from setting up another line of business again. Okay, it's probably of the most famous myths that have permeated our culture. Nevertheless, the business world is full of examples of people who have quit and benefited from it. In one of the most popular speeches by Steve Jobs, the Stanford speech of 2005, he talked about how he felt when he got fired from his own company. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The evidence of being successful was replaced by the largesse of being a beginner again. Less sure about everything, it freed me to enter one of the most creative period of my life. So we can see you can quit your business and start off something else. Business people don't have a boss. It's a lie. Your customer is your boss. Your customer is your boss. As John Donne will say, no man is an island. It's true that if you start your business, you will become your own boss. Nonetheless, this does not mean it will give you absolute independence. Entrepreneurs, just like the rest of the world, need to establish connection if they want their business to strive. For example, small businesses need to rely on word of mouth to continue prospering. It requires taking care of clients, making sure they are happy, because a happy client will in turn recommend your business to other people. So you are not your boss. The customer still remain the ultimate boss. So that we debunk that myth that business people don't have a boss. Myth number 4, entrepreneurs are rich. Is that true? They are rich. Well, we have seen so many who are not rich, but they are comfortable, because the essence of them starting up a business, solving the problem, is their own contribution. And whatever little thing they have, they are satisfied with that. So as for many other things in our life, entrepreneurship is not a black and white. Only some entrepreneurs have achieved economic wealth. Just think that 62% of Nigerians, billionaires, are self-made, but others have not reached this privileged status. Moreover, some of the people who are now billionaires started from zero. For example, as many know from this internet viral video, Jeff Bezos started Amazon in the garage. Yes, I've read a book from Jimovia, which said, Arise Africa, how he started as a car salesperson. He will buy a car, refurbish it, and sell. Yeah, that was how he started. So you can see that entrepreneurs are not really rich. As in the case of Bezos, there are thousands of entrepreneurs who have started from nothing, almost nothing, and have then achieved favorable outcome. Yes. And
that Jimobia story reminded me of a young man on Instagram a few days ago. I said he used to buy thrift clothes from across the border.
Okay.
And he would sell that. He had this big dream of going to an international fashion school.
Wow.
That was how he was able to save up, and he went to the international fashion school. That he now has his own fashion label abroad and all that.
So that's it. If you look at most of that's how they started. And I think I would recommend people to go and read that book from Jimovia. It's Arise, O Africa. It's a very good inspirational book to read. Myth number 5. The key to success is believing in it enough. That you have to believe in your business. Yes, we agree with that. Okay, we would like it to be the reality, but believing in something will not automatically grant you success. If you believe in a particular product, in a particular service you want to render, that does not mean that the market is ready for that product. Okay, 20% of small businesses fail in their first year, not because they don't believe in it enough, but for some common mistake. For example, there is no market needs. You believe in it, but there is no market need, because the market needs to support it. You can't consume your product or your service yourself. The market needs to be ready for it. No market need for their product or services. The lesson here is that business requires more than perseverance. It needs hard work, capacity to understand your target and learn from your mistakes, willingness to innovate daily. There are just the basic steps to start a business, to start a chance to become successful. So the environment is dynamic. The market is dynamic. So your product too need to continually change for you to be successful. Just believing in your product is not enough. You just need to know what the market needs at that particular time. So we have also debunked the myth again. The key to success is believing in it enough. Myth number 6. Entrepreneurs take extreme risks. That's a lie. They take calculated risks. But people from the outside will see it as if they take extreme risks. The myth says that business people are addicted to taking risks. But in reality, the most successful people on the planet are very good at calculating risks. The story of Bill Gates is a bit more complex than the entrepreneurial legend we are often being told. Bill Gates indeed dropped out of Harvard, but he did not. But he did it when it was relatively safe to do so. That's the truth. Anyway, there's this joke that it was because of he dropped out from Harvard. That was how I was able to make it. If you drop out from any of the schools in Nigeria, anyway, that's a funny side. Okay, he started selling software programs and applied for a leave of absence, which was approved by the university. Only after the initial success, he decided to leave his studies and focus on his business. In fact, we have Nigerians today who have done this. Take the case of Cosmos Baduka. It was after he was successful in his business, he went back to school. So it is not that they just take a risk, they are not going to do this. They have to look at it very well. And today, Cosmos Baduka is one of the successful business people we have today in the country. And there are many others, it's after they have made it in business before they now begin to go to school. Myth number 7, entrepreneurs think only about money. We don't agree with that. They are also thinking about making the world a better place for themselves. Money can play a factor why people start their business. But usually, entrepreneurs are not in it for becoming rich. For example, as shown in a program, Breaking the Glass Ceiling, Women in the Workplace in 2020, more than 103 million women around the world have started a business since 2014. They do it for different reasons, especially for pursuing their passion. That's about 48%. Obtaining financial independence, 43%. And having more flexibility, 41%. So most people don't really go into business just because of the money. Some just want to be
financially independent.
Some just want to be flexible. Nobody really directs their schedule. Myth number 8, there is no business without a unique idea. There are thousands of businesses in the world with the same concept behind them, but it is the way they act and makes them different. For example, McDonald's, Burger King are both fast food chains. However, they communicate their products
differently.
Yeah, differently.
Yes.
And so many other businesses today. Yes. The same concept applies to other sectors. Several businesses offer the same product, but they differ on marketing strategy, user experience, and so on. So don't say because there is this type of business that you cannot go into that type of business. You go into it, but you have your own different marketing strategy. And those are radio stations, they are purely PG. And they deliver their message very well. And those are radio stations, just like Broadstreet radio station, is basically business. And we deliver our business stories and educate the investors when it comes to business. So there are different concepts behind companies serving the same product and services. Myth number 9, there is a secret to success. The secret is open, and let's see what happens. Truth to be told, there are no secrets, just the same old thing. Work hard on your idea, do not be afraid of failure, and remind that the most successful entrepreneurs have failed at the beginning. As an entrepreneur, you have to learn from your mistakes. and find a way to overcome them. That is the secret, and it's open to everybody. If you don't know how to do it, you can learn a few things from so many persons. They reveal in the series of those who have done it before. You can learn from them and, of course, apply it. However, they worked so hard on their product and corrected all the faults that they realized their dream. So you just have to follow the same. Yes, I'll take this last one before I conclude for today. Entrepreneurs should always trust their gods. That is a myth. There is nothing wrong with following your instinct. And the business world is full of stories of wealthy entrepreneurs who have achieved fame by trusting their intuition, despite what other people thought. However, the reality is far more complex. It is fundamental to listen to clients, value constructive feedback. There is always a way of improving, and sometimes what we think of as genius ideas are not that brilliant. Okay, I will stop here for today. These are some of the myths about entrepreneurs. So for young people or investors who want to go into becoming an entrepreneur, you have to learn a lot. You have to have the mindset. You must be ready and to debunk some of these myths that we have highlighted. In our next series, we'll try to conclude and look at some other issues. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Charles, for that amazing segment on the entrepreneurship segment today on Broadstreet Radio. Remember, you can catch up on everything we did from Investors Education Series to BSR Office Talk to the online business segment the entire day. Our Facebook page is www.facebook.com/Broadstreet Radio. Also, our Instagram at Broadstreet Rad. Our WhatsApp line is open as well. It's 08097910073. Have an amazing Monday through the rainy day. And I hope you don't get stuck in traffic. Bye-bye. Thank you.